If you haven't subscribed to this channel, click that subscribe button below. Today is all about holiday drinks. I'm going to share with you my holiday drinks for 2023. And because it's the Christmas and New Year holidays, definitely candy cane will be in the picture. I'm going to share 3 different recipes. One, I'm going to call it Oh Christmas Tree. The second, I'm going to call it White Christmas. My favorite Christmas song is White Christmas. And finally, we are going to make my own version of a Starbucks coffee hack, Chestnut Mont Blanc Frappuccino. Stay tuned until the end of this video clip. The first drink, it is going to be Oh Christmas Tree. And Christmas tree is a combination of green and red. So it is going to be a few steps process. I'm going to start with making my red version. And that means I'm going to make my strawberry puree. I'm using frozen strawberries here. I'm just going to use about 4 or 5 pieces. If you have a strawberry puree ready-made, you can use that as well. So I'm just going to give this a short spin in the blender. I'm going to add a little bit of sugar and we're going to set this aside for later. Now I'm going to prepare my topping, and for this I'm going to use sprinkles of my candy cane. I'm going to cut this into pieces, and there you go, it's all done. Now let's assemble the green. For the green I'm going to use matcha, a blended matcha. Okay, so let's start by putting all the ingredients here. First, condensed milk. I need 40 ml, and then 20 ml of my evaporated milk. So if you're using milk syrup, this means 2 ounces of milk syrup. 2 ounces of my fresh milk into the blender. So the secret to this drink will be using 3 different types of milk. Sugar syrup, just about 15 ml, but you can skip this if you think it's too sweet. Okay, so 15 ml of sugar syrup. Now 1 pump of my sugar syrup here is 10, so I'm going to put 1.5 pump. This is going to be quite sweet, but then this is a holiday treat. So start with sweet and adjust according to your customers' preferences, or if you're making this for home, according to your own preference. Okay, and now we're going to add our matcha. For the matcha, I'm going to use 2 teaspoons. Okay, so I'm going to look for my teaspoon here. 2 teaspoons, or this would be about 4 grams of matcha. So 1, 2. The frappe base, I'm going to use 2 teaspoons. Now because this recipe is for 16-ounce cup, so I'm going to use my 16-ounce portion cup scoop here. And now we are ready to blend. Blend it for about 30 to 45 seconds. Now let's prepare our serving cup. Place the strawberry puree at the bottom and spread it around the cup to give you that red color. Now pour the blended matcha over and look at that beautiful combination of the green and the red. The matcha should be a little bit icy because this is a frappe. Top it up with whipped cream and sprinkle with crushed candy cane. Oh Christmas Tree by Chao. Wow, this is one Christmas tree that I would really like to have. I'm sure many of you would like to be here to try this drink with me. I love matcha. Now with a combination of strawberry, a little bit sour strawberry, well, I have it sweetened just a tiny bit, but really it's a perfect combination of the sourness of that strawberry with the sweetness of that matcha, considering that I put 3 different types of milk in here. Very rich, very creamy, and definitely perfect for the holiday season. Next drink, it is going to be White Christmas, and because it is White Christmas, it had to be all white. And this year I am going to use a tropical White Christmas. It's going to be coconut White Christmas. I'm going to use coconut syrup, so 2 ounces of coconut syrup. Now this brand is good, smells so much of coconut, and I've tried it with many other drinks. It just tastes perfect. I'm sure you can find similar coconut syrup in your country or wherever you are. Okay, 2 ounces 60 ml of evaporated milk, 2 teaspoons of my frappe base here, 16 ounces of ice. Okay, blend for about 30 to 45 seconds. Pour into your serving cup. The texture of your drink should be a little bit icy. This is a frappe, so don't worry when it is very icy. Now, if your cup is not full, that is perfectly fine. All you have to do is to top it up with whipped cream, bring it a little bit higher, and finish it off with candy cane. So who is dreaming of White Christmas? I am definitely dreaming, and now I am not dreaming anymore because I have White Christmas right in front of me here. Coconut candy cane. The sweetness level you can adjust depending on your syrup that you are using. For this one, I think it's a little bit too sweet for me, but this is just perfect to start with, and then you can adjust the sweetness level according to your customer's preferences. Okay, definitely the perfect White Christmas in the tropics. Coconut candy cane. The third holiday drinks from Chao is a Starbucks coffee hat, chestnut Mont Blanc Frappuccino at Starbucks. But unfortunately, I couldn't find chestnut syrup in this part of the world. So I am going to make this the real deal. I'm going to use real chestnuts, but then again, I'm using ready-made chestnut syrup. And I'm going to use just about 4 to 5 pieces of my chestnut and mix it with my espresso. I am also going to make it nutty by using roasted almond syrup. This is from Long Beach, a local brand. I am also going to add my milk syrup, but this time I'm going to put them in my blender separately. Condensed milk and evaporated milk. So let me first pull my espresso shots. 60 grams of my espresso shots. I've got my double shot of espresso here. And we are ready to assemble my chestnut Mont Blanc Frappuccino. Put my chestnuts in the blender, right there. I'm going to add my sweetened condensed milk. It is going to be less sweet this time, so I need 40 ml. If you have a milk syrup, it is a lot easier to pour than separating condensed milk with evaporated milk. Someone told me that a 7-year-old child calls sweetened condensed milk the slow milk. And I can understand that because when you pour it, it's absolutely slow. So slow milk it is. Okay, there you go. And then I am going to put this in my blender. 40 ml of sweetened condensed milk. And to this, I'm going to add 20 ml of my evaporated milk. It is 60 ml or 2 ounces of milk syrup. Frappe base. Again, this is just to make sure everything blends well together. 2 teaspoons. For 16-ounce cup, I use 2 teaspoons. And then I'm going to add my roasted almonds. So this will add a nutty taste to my drink. So I'm going to use 15 ml. Each pump is 7.5, so I'm going to pump 2 times. So 2 pumps of my roasted almond, and then now to add my espresso shots. I put this at the last because it is hot, so I don't want it to really make it too hot in my blend immediately. Okay, so 2 shots of espresso there, and then the ice. And now we're going to assemble the drink. Now, I was just wondering why Starbucks calls it chestnut Mont Blanc. Well, I would say it is not really white, but the whipped cream on top is kind of like a white mountain or Mont Blanc. So that is what it's going to be. Okay, so here is a chestnut flavored Frappuccino. It's smelling so good. I think it's the smell of my roasted almond here. It's got some texture because of the real chestnuts that I put in here. Okay, and now to finish it off with whipped cream. The whipped cream here is the Mont Blanc, really. It's the white mountain on top. But then to make it more decadent, we are going to add salted caramel sauce on top. And finally, the icing on the cake, none other than a chestnut. Yum. My final drink, chestnut Mont Blanc Frappuccino, the Chao way. Okay, so you will see texture of the blended chestnuts here, and so it's got a lot more of those bits that I can see from where I am. And of course, adding that roasted almond just gives that delicious smell of roasted almond nonetheless. And of course, the sweet caramel on top, just making it extra decadent, perfect for the holiday season. And this is for those with cafes and would like to offer something special with coffee in it. Okay? Wow. Wow. I am going to definitely recommend this one. I would say if you cannot find chestnut, you can use any nutty syrups like hazelnut, and this time I used roasted almond, but even just a regular almond, anything nutty would work with this one. And if you have some chestnuts, make sure you add it there. It just gives that extra texture, which I cannot simply explain how delicious it is. And then of course there's that bit of chestnut here. I simply need to get that chestnut out. So, that is good. Chestnut, not easy to eat, but when it's ready-made, ready-peeled, then it's perfectly delicious. Even more delicious when you don't have to struggle opening that case of the hard case of the chestnut. Absolutely delicious. 3 delicious holiday drinks from Chao: chestnut Mont Blanc Frappuccino, white Christmas candy cane, and of course my delicious oak Christmas tree. So there you go. You can now add some holiday drinks in your menu, and if you are planning to organize some parties or events or even catering, you can give these recipes a try and also let your friends and family try these drinks. That's all I would like to share with you today. Once again, don't forget to click that subscribe button for more of these video clips. In the meantime, stay safe, stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Happy holidays. Ciao for now.